Good morning, groovy citizens, and happy Saturday. So, before I get into today's topic, which is a very interesting topic, to say the least, and let me just say this topic came about because a friend of mine posted on Facebook a couple of days ago this quote, and it really has just stuck with me. And I said to him, I said, you know what, I love this. I need to do a podcast or a vlog. So I'm doing this vlog today, but I don't have time to really unpack it the way I would like to. And so I am going to do a podcast, and that podcast will be available the first Saturday in October. And that's only because I already have my podcast for this month already queued up, recorded, and all the other good stuff. So the first Saturday in October, make sure you check that out. I'm not going to tell you the topic just yet, but I'm going to get into that. And because it's very thought-provoking. Very, very, very thought-provoking. Now, before I get into the topic, I just want to say I hope that as you all move about your day, you take the time to remember 9/11. It doesn't seem like it's been 20 years, but today commemorates the 20th anniversary of 9/11. I don't know about you all, but I remember where I was. I was working downtown, and I remember thinking, because our director, I was actually on a detail working on a case in another office, and our director at that time, he had the TV on, and we all were gathered in his office looking at the TV, and I remember the airplane as it hit one of the towers in New York, and I remember thinking, oh my God, is the world coming to an end? I have so many things that I want to do, Lord, that I haven't had a chance to do, and so many emotions went through my mind. And I remember being told that we couldn't leave the building. And then finally we got the okay to leave. Honey, I grabbed up my stuff just as fast as I could. And luckily my sister worked like 2, maybe 3 blocks away from where my building was. She was working at Steptoe and Johnson at that time. And so I called her and I said, all right, we're going to meet up. And we had our meeting point. I'll never forget, I left out of my building and there were so many people because the subways weren't working. You couldn't get on the subway. I don't even think buses were running. The traffic was just gridlocked everywhere you went. And there were so many people that when I came out of my building, I wanted to cross the street this way, but the crowd was so thick, it was hurting me that way. So I had to go in the direction that the crowd was moving in. And I won't lie, I thought I was going to have a panic attack, but I made it through. And I said, well, I'm just going to have to go with the flow of the traffic. And it took me out of my way, but I ended up getting to where I needed to be, met my sister at our meeting point. And we had to wait for my mom to get downtown through all that traffic. She picked us up, and then we had to get in all that traffic to go back home. So like I said, I remember it like it was yesterday. And I just ask that you all remember those persons who lost their lives during the 9/11 attacks, both here in DC as well as in New York, but also those that gave their lives as they tried to help people, that were involved in the attacks. So it's just, it still seems so overwhelming. Even though it's been 20 years, it still seems so very overwhelming. And my prayers go out to the families of those who have lost loved ones. And so just never forget. Okay. Now let's get into today's topic. So today's topic, and again, Anthony Cottrell is the one that posted this post a couple of days ago that's really stuck with me. And it simply said, you can't defeat the demons you enjoy playing with. That's deep. That's deep, honey. I can give the benediction. We can go on home from here. But it says you can't defeat the demons you enjoy playing with. And I just made a few notes, and I said that means abusive situations, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. That's called what, people? Insanity. Drugs and or alcohol. Excuses. And last but not least, any unhealthy behaviors. So let me try to unpack that just a little bit for the time that I have to spend with you all, because I'm headed to my sister's house. She bought some cereal, and I'm actually going to do a vlog as I'm eating my cereal. And people have been asking me to do a mukbang video for the longest time, so now you're going to get one. But I want to unpack that. You cannot complain about the demons that you continue to play with. And it's interesting because so many times in life, people complain about things. Like, you ever have somebody complain about their significant other or this person they happen to be dealing with? And I just can't stand this person. They get on my nerves and this, that, and the other. But you keep going back to them. Why? Why? Let me tell you, so I've told y'all before, I would much rather be alone than to keep putting up with somebody's, you know what, and I'm not going to say it because tomorrow's Sunday, and I don't want to have to repent for what I did. Well, I'm going to have to repent anyway because I was thinking it, but I'm not going to keep putting up with the same foolishness over and over and over again and get mad when you know what's coming, but you choose to continue to deal with it. Why? Don't get mad. That's like when people come to me and say, you know, Michelle, I'm so tired of my significant other always cheating. You know, I forgive them, I love them, and then they go out and do the same thing over and over again. Well, after a while, see, that's a demon that you keep playing with. I'm not saying, now, let me say what I'm not saying. I'm not saying that that person is a demon. I'm talking about their behavior is demonic, okay? And you keep playing with that because you keep forgiving them and taking them back. But then you want to sit and complain about it. You want to have a pity party. If you know me, then you know, don't invite me to your pity parties because I'm not coming. I don't do pity parties. I don't have them and I don't attend them. Okay, let's just keep that all the way real. But it's crazy in that you keep taking this person back. And so eventually what I'm going to say to you, I'm going to let you have your say, because I'm always going to do that. I'm not rude. My mom and daddy didn't raise me that way. I'm going to let you have your say. But then I'm going to look at you and say, now that we know what the problem is, what's the solution? And 9 times out of 10, people look at me and go, what? What's the solution? You've defined the problem. You've defined the problem to me several times over. So I'm asking you, what is the solution? What are you going to do about this person who continues to cheat on you? You know, are you going to keep putting up with it and stay with that person? Well, Michelle, you don't understand. I love them. Stop. Let me tell you something. I love cake. Okay? This fat girl loves cake. But that doesn't mean that I can eat it every day and expect to stay healthy and expect to lose weight. I can't. Therefore, I don't. So the same thing with putting up with people that just treat you any old kind of way. Why do you keep dancing with that demonic spirit when you need to cut it off? But then again, I think some people just like to have something to complain about. I really do believe that. Well, not me. I may forgive you the first time around, and I might be inclined to give you a second chance. Oh, but hunty, after that, it's a wrap. I'm done with you. What's that old saying? First time around, shame on you. Second time, shame on me. Well, honey, it will not be a third. The devil is a lie. We're not going that route. But I just wanted to drop in just to give you something to think about. Let that marinate in your spirit. And Anthony, thank you so much for posting that. I'll be sure to tag you in this video. But thank you so much for posting that and making people really think about how there's some demons in our lives that we keep dancing with and playing with. But you want something different. You want a different result. If you know that every time you get high, regardless of what it is that you're using to get high, you know, you come down, you feel good while you're high as a kite. But when you come down from that high, it's like going from the ceiling to the floor. I'm pretty sure it's not a good feeling. I've never gotten high, so I don't know what that feels like. But I'm pretty sure it's not a good feeling. And you say, okay, this is it. This is going to be the last time. And then you go out and you do it again. And you keep starting that process over and over and over again. Same thing with the drinking. Until you make up in your mind that you're going to change, nothing is going to change and everything will stay the same. So stop dancing and playing around with demons, the demons in your life. And then you get mad because everything stays the same. Well, it stays the same because you're not doing anything different. The only way it's going to change is when you decide that you've had enough. And I'm going to tell you a little secret. I've always been a patient and understanding individual, but I'm finding that the older that I get, the less patience that I have with stuff. And I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing or a bad thing. Sometimes it's a bad thing because I don't want to write people off and get upset and all that other good stuff. But like I said, the older that I get, y'all, the less patience that I have for some stuff. And especially when you keep playing around with the demons in your life and then you want to come to me and complain about it. I don't have very much patience for that at all. So that's it, y'all, because I'm pulling up to my sister's house in just a few minutes. But I'll be doing another vlog, so make sure y'all look for that one, because she bought one of my favorite cereals, around this time of the year. General Mills, I think it is. I was going to say General Electric, but that's not it. General Mills comes out with their, I call it, I don't know if it's fall or Halloween cereals, but they have the Frankenberry cereal, and that's the in the pink box with Frankenstein on it, and I believe it's strawberry. They have the Count Chocula cereal, and then they have the Blueberry cereal, which is blueberries cereal with the blueberry, and they all have marshmallows in them too, by the way. So I'm going to go to her house, give me a bowl of that, and I need to take my medicine, so I'll do that while I'm doing it. I don't have to have food to take my medicine, but I do need something to drink, and the sister is thirsty. So anyhow, y'all, let that marinate in your spirit. Decide today, not tomorrow, not next week, not next month, and certainly don't wait till next year, but decide today that you are going to stop playing around with demons, excuse me, and then get mad because nothing in your life changes. It's not going to change until you decide that you are ready for a change. So once you do that, then I promise you're going to live a much better life. Get rid of the demons in your life. Sometimes it's people, sometimes it's places, sometimes it's things. And here's the thing that you probably don't want to hear. Sometimes those people are people that you know well. Some of them are family members. Some of them may be your kids. I'm not saying don't love them, because you should. I'm not saying don't love your family, because you should. But sometimes you got to kind of keep them at arm's length. Say, hey, you know what? I love you, but I need to keep you at arm's length. Because that thing that you're doing right there, that's not working out for me. So if you want to keep doing it, you do it over there, but don't bring it over here. And it's all right to love people at arm's length. Some people you probably should anyway. But some of those people are people that you go to bed with every day. I'm thankful I go to bed by myself every day. So I don't have to worry about that. But I'm just saying, for some of y'all are going to bed with some demons too. And you're afraid to let him go, let him or her go, I should say, because you're worried about who else may get them. You're worried about whether or not they're going to find happiness someplace else. Honey, let me tell you something. When I cut you off, I don't care. I mean, I don't wish anything bad on you, but it doesn't matter to me whether you find happiness somewhere else or not. Not caring. I pray all is well with you, but I can't worry about who you end up with. I just know that demonic spirit situation you got going on, it's not working in my life. So it's all right to cut off some people, places, and things. Some places y'all are going, there are demons there, and you need to stop going. You need to cut it out. Stop hanging out at those places. Stop hanging around some people, some things. Some of y'all have some serious addictions to things. Some of y'all are shopaholics. Whatever that demon may be, I need you to work on cutting it out. And starting today, decide that we're not going to enjoy the demons in our lives, because it's time to get rid of them. So you guys, that's it. That's all. Like I said, look for my podcast the first Saturday in October, where I can really unpack this a whole lot more. And I'm looking forward to that. If this is your first time watching one of my videos, I want to say thank you, and welcome. I do random car conversations, typically Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, sometimes Tuesday and Thursday. Just depends on whether or not I have something to talk about. If this is not your first rodeo, welcome back. I missed you guys. So glad to see you again. And you could also find this. I don't know if you're watching this video on Facebook, if you're watching it on YouTube or on Instagram, but if you are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, honey, what are you waiting for? Go and hit that subscribe button, tap that bell. If you are not already following me on Instagram, please be sure to do that as well. I love you all. You know the drill. You know my spiel. There's nothing you can do about it. Absolutely nothing. Because I'm going to love you no matter what. I'm going to love you when nobody else even likes you. And you can always take that check to the bank and cash it with me, and it will always be good. Till next time, take care.